Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing?
Good morning.
Hope the coaching sessions during this week went well. And welcome back again to our International Student Workshop on cultivating youth initiatives, the use of design thinking tools to address global challenges of COVID-19. And I would like to greet Mbak Sylvia and the organizer team. Welcome, Mbak Sylvie. Yeah, Patrice, Erika, and the coach, and also the judges for today's session. So today we will have presentation session and the closing of ISW as well. And we're now in the last day of the meeting. And I would like to inform you that today our meeting is streamed live on Unpar YouTube channel. And the YouTube link we have shared in the chat room. So maybe you can share it to your friends so that they can watch the meeting live online. Okay. Yeah. So today, before we start the presentation session, I would like to remind you to kindly turn on your speakers only when you would like to speak. Before starting the session, let me give the camera to Mbak Prameswari to moderate the presentation sessions.
Okay, thank you, Regina. Hey, good morning, all of you. So today we will have a group presentation. So we will hear your bright ideas, and we cannot wait to hear the bright ideas from our young and energetic students. So I will introduce our judges. We have 4 cool judges in this group presentation. The first one is Dr. Yulia Indrisari from International Relations Department. And the second one is Fiona Ekaristi from Business Administrations and also our young entrepreneur. Then we have Dr. Patrice Ludwig from Madison University. And last but not least, we have Dr. Erika Lewis from Madison University. You can give us reaction. You could show your thumbs, or you can clap your hand to welcome our cool judges. Okay, so I will explain the mechanism for the group presentations. So each group will present your ideas for 15 minutes. And after that, we will have around 5 minutes for questions and answer session. So you will be asked by our judges about your ideas. Okay, so for the first group, we will have food and transportation group. So I will give my screen to the food and transportation group. Okay, can we give applause for the first team? Yay! Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
So we are the ones sharing the screen, yes?
I think.
Are we the ones sharing the screen for the presentation?
Sure. The committee will give the screen to you.
All right. Is it visible?
Yes.
Excellent. So allow us to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to start this presentation with quite a story. Before, we will try to think that food security is not a problem in a civilized world where we live in big cities and with many people living around us, such large communities. We wouldn't think that food is such an issue. However, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed a lot of our perspective. It has make us look again and reflect again to the fulfillment of our basic needs. And now food security is a real issue, with many people unable to go to groceries because either they are in a risk group or because they are just simply unwilling to do so, afraid of getting infected. So this is what our group is going to try to tackle, trying to solve in this presentation. Let us start all the way back after when we first met. Initially, we were trying to find what is the problem with food and transportation. However, we quickly soon realized that we didn't know earlier. We didn't know what's the real problem until we started to go out to society. We started to empathize with the people around us, and we started to try to interview some people that we know close to us. So next.
Hello. So therefore, we had some interviews. We talked to different people from many countries beyond our own. And during this time, our view have changed over time. So we interviewed 4 international students, 3 local students from Indonesia, 4 people in the risk group, and 4 middle-aged men with families, 2 elderly people, 2 families, and 1 middle-aged woman. And what people responded. Some people say that they have the fear of getting COVID and spreading it. One person said that she avoided supermarket for 3 months. Another said she wasn't sure that the safety measures and cleanliness in the supermarkets were clean and disinfected. And others said that they were not interested in online grocery shopping. And during the interview, we got 3 quotes from different people. Anelia, a 51-year-old dentist, said that I know it's a risk to go out, but it'd be worse to my mind if I stay at home 24/7. Next person, Yuana, 93, living alone, said that going to markets or restaurants isn't safe because we're not sure if they are respecting the safety measures. Anga, 38, father of 2 daughters, said that when I go shopping, I always try to avoid talking and lingering too much in the store. But the common issue between the people who we interviewed was that we found the problem after talking and emphasizing with society throughout the weeks. We discover more and more people have very different opinions, different approaches in different countries. But for example, people need to eat or they will starve. Going out for food is concerning. Transportation was not a big problem because none of the people in the interview really mentioned transportation as a big issue for them. And the next was online delivery is not reliable enough because they don't know about the quality or if it is really disinfected and like not having any virus. And our main issue was how do we get food from a store to people's houses efficiently and safely. And I will invite my friend Felicia to continue the presentation. Thank you.
And now I will continue the presentation. So I will explain about our team members. So we have 6 people. We are coming from 3 different countries. From Indonesia, we have Gevaldo and me, Adelia and Mistini. And then from Argentina, we have Yuan and Mobina from Sweden. Next, I'm going to explain about the timeline. So in 7 November, we start the meeting for the first time. We get to know each other. We use this chance to talk about our lives, our problems, and then so we can build the teamwork. And then we talk about the interview. And then 9 November, we make the empathy map about the interview. And then we define the problems that the society has about food and transportation. And then on 10 November, we started to elaborate our ideas, and then we start to make the prototype. 11 November, we finalize our prototype and figure it out how to test the prototype. On the 12th November, we all make the presentation online from Google Slides. And then here we are in 13 November. It's time to present to all of you guys. Next, I will tell about the process, our team process. So at first, we don't know how to do it. Like we are strangers, and then we got into one group, but we start to know each other and inform the situation in each country. Also, we start to define the deadlines, like when we have to finish this and this. And then we also organize next meeting. This is quite challenging because we are from different countries and different time zones. So we have in here, if it's here midnight, and then there is in morning or afternoon. So we have to stay awake at midnight. Sometimes we take turns. And then we also do the discussion in Zoom. Next. And finally, we managed to came up with some ideas. So here are the ideas we think about. There's a conveyor belt system to sanitize the food, use cool gym for the market, make a defined path to follow inside the market. We think about UV light boxes, drive-through supermarket, and corona-free supermarket. Next, why should we help people do groceries instead of just bringing their food to their homes, like for example, online delivery groceries? Because people want a reason to go out. They cannot check the quality of the products if do the online delivery groceries, and there will be an extra delivery fee. So the solution, we decided to make a drive-through system, a safe place where people can do the groceries. My partner will continue the presentation.
Hi everyone. Well, now that we have the concept of the solution, we have to focus on what is this really a system and how it will work. Well, our system will be a city-based and versatile supermarket that can be applied in many countries. And also, we want it to be easily customized. Next. We divided our different ideas in 4 main topics that we divided in infrastructure, human resources, preventing spread, and finally, technological logistics. We put an order for these 4 topics, or which is more important. Next. First of all, the infrastructure. We have to find a unused public space, like unused schools, because all the childs are in online classes, and make a market out of it. We have to get supply for the other markets in order to get the food, and we have to put everything in place. We can also use school tables as a furniture to distribute all the products. To continue, next. We will move on to human resources, because we will need money. And that money, we can get it from support from the government, because it's a social problem. Also, we will need help from the markets in order to get food, from universities to get people that will help us, and also pharmacies in order to get the antiseptics. In the other way, we have volunteers, because we can't get all of this so expensive. We thought that we can have volunteers from different NGOs or volunteers from the universities. Next, we will continue with the third part, as preventing spread, one of the most important. We want to be sure to test symptoms from everyone who comes to the market by taking their temperature and doing a smell test. Also, we have to assure safety measures, like mandatory face masks, as in every place, using biodegradable plastics to protect the food that we bring, using antiseptic, and also, most important, a disinfection chamber for all the volunteers that work in there. So we can be sure that we are not spreading the virus with the people that are working there. Next, finally, we have the technological logistics. We have an online part, because we have to make a campaign to increase the human resources, the volunteers. And also the online booking system, where people can reserve their time to pick up their food. So we don't have a lot of crowds coming to the market. In the other part, we have a quota of people who can come to the market, as I said before, and it will function as a drive-through market. You can go by walking or by car, by motorcycle. The important thing is that you don't enter, you only take the food. Next. Also, we said that it will be an expandable and customized system. So we thought about a lot of ideas to expand it in the future, as it could be an online delivery, make a connected network of markets in each city, and more. We can adapt it at every city context. Next, this slide is only for showing you the big picture of different ideas. We can continue.
Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let us imagine a place where you don't have to be worrying about getting infected, where food is no longer a more difficult issue. At least with our system, you will be able to limit your risk, but to obtain food, and food security is no longer that big of an issue. A place where you can decide the products you're buying instead of being scammed because of the wide cooperation that we are planning to do. Our pilot project for this system can start from just a simple neighborhood and one supermarket as a trial. And furthermore, we are offering a system that assures you to access food finally without risks of too much human contact. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to end our presentation on a quote from Socrates, when he once said, "Thou shouldst eat to live, not live to eat." And this statement rings truer more than ever in this day and age, where people should really focus on saving money and saving their resources and control what they eat to survive. Thank you very much for listening.
Yay, thank you. Please give the first group direction. You can pick your favorite reaction. Okay, and I think our 4 judges already have a big smile after hearing your great idea. So I will give my camera and my screen to our judges. If you have any questions to the first group, yes, please. Who will be the first to ask? Sure, Dr. Erika.
Hi, you all did an excellent job. This is a beautiful presentation, and the amount of details you thought of was just amazingly interesting and comprehensive. I'm really curious how your diversity in your group, the fact that you came from different places, how did that affect your process, like the solution you came to?
Okay, sure. So yes, the first group, you may respond Dr. Erika's questions.
All right. I think I'll try to answer it. One of our member, Felicia, have explained this at some of the earlier slides about how we come from a different background, and the process was about adjusting with our time zones most of the time. So we have people living in Europe and in the Americas, and we have to adapt. And we decided to make it so that since our coaching sessions will be held in the morning in our country, we decided to hold additional sessions beyond the coaching sessions in about night to midnight in our country, just to give them a chance so that it's not that late in their place, and we can still try to work on it effectively, because we sacrificed, we tried to compromise with each other.
Also, we came up with some cultural difference that we noticed. For example, the fact that Gebaldo and Felicia said that in Indonesia, a lot of people have a vehicle, a motorcycle, for example. But here in Argentina, most people use the public transport, for example. Another difference was the delivery, the online delivery, because here in Argentina, there is no people that don't trust in the quality of the food in delivery. But in Indonesia, it was so important. So we can't exclude that part. And we have to be very versatile for the different cultures in different countries.
Thank you both.
Okay, maybe other judges would like to ask to the first group related to their ideas. Yes, Mbak Indri, I think,
yes.
Already turned on microphone.
Okay, thank you, Frames, and thank you for transportation team. I really enjoy your presentation, and it's also like an eye-opening kind of presentation and information. I'm just, I just want to ask you a very short question. I'm interested when you say about the smell test. Could you explain more about the smell test? Why did you come with this idea, and how are you going to do the smell test? Thank you.
Well, I think I may respond because it was first of all my idea. There is a lot of people that have coronavirus that one of the most developed symptoms is the loss of the smell. Mm-hmm. So we thought, well, you can just smell a glass of vinegar, for example, that has a strong smell. And if you can't notice that it's vinegar, probably you are sick and have to be in your home and do the lockdown, because probably you are infected.
Okay, thank you, Juan.
Okay, maybe other judges would like to ask, Fiona, I think. Sure.
Hi,
yes,
everyone.
please.
Yes, thank you, team, for the presentation. It is a very good presentation, very well structured, and I can already see the connectedness between the problem and the solution. It's very good. What I cannot imagine is what you mean by the drive-through shopping or drive-through supermarket is you ride your car, and then with your car you visited stall by stall or aisle by aisle, or you ride your car and then after that you stop at some window, just like a drive-through in McDonald's restaurant. You stop at some window and then the cashier will shop the product for you, and then after that they will bring the product to you again in your car, and then you can go to another stall to pay, to another window to pay. What's the mechanism of it?
So I guess I can answer this. So basically, yeah, we got the idea somehow from the McDonald's or like Burger King's drive-through, but here there is an option for the people to, when they receive their groceries, they can see the quality, and they have the ability of changing or returning if they are not satisfied with the quality of the vegetables or whatever. But basically they can, it's not only with cars, like they can go with motorcycles, bicycles, or however they want, just to be less in contact with people. So yeah, I hope I answered what you were looking for.
Yeah, so the principle will be you go by your vehicle and you stop at certain window, and then the shopper will shop the food for you and then bring it back to you, and then you move to another store, another window to pay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not moving from aisle to aisle of the supermarket with your vehicle, right?
No.
Okay, thank you. So I got the idea.
Yeah, if I may add to the idea, is that the thing is, we are using an online booking system, online purchasing system, so everyone can choose what they want to buy before they come to the supermarket. When they arrive, either by on foot, because it's close to their houses, or by vehicle, it's possible for them to just take the groceries and go home, because therefore it makes it much faster. Yes, it makes it much faster because people can already choose what they want to buy at the beginning, and preferably they can also already buy it using card, so cashless purchase. So this really limits the human interaction. Why does is it better than delivery? Is the fact that we don't have people can still judge the quality, and it's easier to replace some of the items if they were misplaced.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Maybe one last question from Patrice. Would you like to ask?
Yes, thank you. I loved your presentation. I'm really curious to know if you've experienced anything similar to a drive-through or a walk-up that maybe helped you shape this experience for someone else.
The only experiment of drive-through I had was with the food of like McDonald's and like Burger King's, but not groceries. I really don't have that kind of experience.
I want to
yeah.
I want,
right.
Yeah. May I add something? At first, our team don't think about the drive-through. We just talk about a system where supermarket, it's a free Corona supermarket, and then we turn out to find that wow, it's interesting to do a drive-through supermarket. So we decided to make it come true.
Yeah, I'd like to add that it was like a eureka moment for us. We did it on the very last day of prototyping. So we just discovered it, like from our sessions talking with each other.
Isn't that always the way? The very last day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to change up some of the concepts a bit, and like, because that's a good idea, and everyone just followed suit.
Good for you.
So it is how it is.
Okay, so give applause for the first group, food and transportation group. Okay, so we will move on to the second group, and we cannot wait to hear their bright idea. So the second group will be the technology group. So I will give my camera and screen to the second group, please.
Well, hi everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. How are you?
You're fine.
Great.
Glad. Well, we are the idea team, and it means interactive digital environment. First of all, I will tell you who we are. Our team is formed by Juan, Hector, Nancy, Pauline from Unpar, Gia from Indonesia Institute of Education, Prakriti from Malmo University, Wani from Paramarina University, me from Universidad Nacional del Litoral, and the last but not least, our mentor, Robin, from James Madison University.
Wait. You know, Lucas, I'm very upset about this online class. This online class makes me difficult for me to focus and understanding the lesson. Bad internet connections, electricity outage, high time concentrating, and frustrating. Annoys me with study conditions. I'm done with it, because I'm done. With these situations, I will not probably get my scholarships. I'm angry with that.
Wait, Hector, don't be discouraged. We have the solution to your problems. It's called IDEA. And my colleagues are going to tell you what the solution is about.
First of all, let me tell you about how this idea came to be. First, we gather some questions by asking many people, even ourselves, how this will be implemented. We observe and we listen. After we all do all that, we start brainstorming how could we make it happen. After a while brainstorming and a little discussion here and there, we find a conclusion for the solution. We've created a map for our action plan. And in conclusion, we created this prototype called IDEA. Next, please.
After the discussion, we had two choices. It is the website and social media approach, and it is the application. We did voting and the result was application. It comes in light version, so it was designed for 2G network areas which has slow or unstable internet connection. It's minimized the lag of the phone because it's lightweight, and it's especially designed for users with low specs and less storage space. It loads fast, uses less data, and controls battery drains. So it enables you to download the material so you don't need to use your internet all the time. My friend Prakriti will continue the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. So here we can see in the diagram, we have 4 features of our IDEA application. The first is productivity, refreshment, courses, and mindfulness. In the next slide, I will be showing the block diagram. So here you can see that the IDEA, our application, has 4 features. So in the productivity, which is our first features, you can track your progress like in daily basis, weekly, and monthly. In the second, we have the refreshment, where if the user is feeling bored or getting frustrated, they can view some movies on Netflix, can watch some interactive videos, educational games, etc. And in the third features is the courses where we can have two options like extra courses and school lessons. In extra courses, the user can have as his own interest, like they can watch Photoshop, they can learn Photoshop or new languages. And in the last feature, which is mindfulness, they can practice and learn like motivational thing and can have some stress control interaction and many more they can have. So in the upcoming slides, Pauline will be discussing about the productivity in more details, about the prototype in more details. So over to Pauline.
Okay, to get productive, the user can download the online class automatically and access it at any time. And for the feature in IDR, for the one is work time allocation, and second is daily task support, and also study and break mode notification to remind the user, and the user can get study report in daily, weekly, and monthly. The next slide. For to get refreshed, works need to be balanced with providing entertainment services for users to avoid stress and overworking hours. Idea will provide a refreshment service. This feature will directly adjust to the user entertainment activity interests. Idea provides four entertainment recommendations: music, books, films, games, and lifestyle. This section can provide diets that are integrated with other entertainment application partners, such as Netflix, Spotify, to recommendation for vacation plans with tourism partners. And for the next will be explained by Pauline, please.
Thank you, Gia. In terms of features of courses, IDEA provides user self-actualization services through online courses in accordance with the development of material according to the user's network. We believe that studying out beyond class, studying beyond your class subject is really important for your self-actualization, to enhance your skill, to become a better person, to become a better student who have more and more skill. So IDEA provides like Photoshop class, creative communication, UI or UX design, skill and coding courses in order for students to enhance their skill and their skill. And last but not least, the IDEA's feature is mindfulness. This feature consists of mood tracker, which is used to monitor the user's mood on a daily basis to deal with the stress level and personal problems. So there are two features, Mood Kit and Life Consultancy. Because here in Indonesia, we can see that it is still a very taboo thing for a person to go to seek help to psychologists or psychiatrists, because the society will label them, will stigmatize them, will think that, oh, probably you're a little bit crazy and something like that. So we do not want that to happen to Hector. So because Hector feels frustrated, we want him to have a really good access to have a life consultancy with a professional experts through his phone, through his laptop. So he doesn't have to feel the stigmatization coming from the society, and hence he will have a better mental health situation, become a mindfulness person.
So, from what my colleagues all explained about the features and about the advantages of our IDEA application, that hopefully can be an idea for Hector to solve his problem. Here, what we expected to resolve Hector's problems. The first one that we expected, that is application, the idea I mean, to increase the productivity through interactive features that have been mentioned. And then the second one, personalized entertainment service to achieve work-life balance. Since today's life that people tends to lose the balance because everything been online, but forgetting to appreciate self, to have the yin and yangs in life. And then the third one is self-development courses and facilities. Here we balance the life and daily basis and also the professional in order to prepare the futures of the users. And then the last but not least, the personal life consultancy with the experts. So we here also we collaborate with experts to ease the mindfulness and the mind disturbing life that every our user has. So that's what we can wrap up about our idea application.
So, Hector, does this answer your problem?
Finally! Thanks to God for having someone to help me to answer my problems. I like the solutions. It helps me with my problems. I hope I get scholarships with these solutions and I can wait to do these solutions. I love you all. Yippee yippee yay yay!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, from here we can take your question if you may have to address.
Yay! We can give direction for the second group. I think we really enjoy the second group presentation. Oh, yes, it's amazing. Okay, now we will move on to the Q&A session. So I will give my camera and my screen to our four judges, please. Who will be the first to ask to the second group? Patrice, sure, okay.
I love your idea. It's really interactive, and I love the idea of having self-actualization in an app. That's very creative. So I have a question about your the feasibility. So how likely is this app going to come out? Do you think it's a feasible app to put into production? What do you think you'd have to do to get it to the next level?
Thank you, Dr. Ludwig, for your question. So we haven't thought about that yet because it's still a prototype. It's still like a rough idea, but I think it is still possible because now we are living in a 4.0 digital era, like where everything is databases, like big data everywhere. So I think it is very high likely possible for students who are studying the big data science, and software engineering. So I think it is very possible because this application will use artificial intelligence based technology equipped with an intelligent internal personal assistant system. This system will focus on user-centered automatic function to responsibly support that certain the user's need, like hackers need, and it will adapt to that user's working, to that user's work style, and etc. So I think it is very near in the future, Dr. Ludwig. Just be optimistic. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. That's a great answer. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. So the next, okay, Dr. Erika, please.
Excellent presentation. I enjoyed hearing from your whole team, and I love that you had a team name. How interesting. I also think it's nice how holistic you were. You thought about so many sides of this issue. And as a health professional, I love that you were focused on the health. And there was definitely points where I thought, oh my goodness, I wish I had that in the middle of my day, something to interrupt me and tell me to work out my abs or whatever it was. I think that could be very nice. So I'm a little curious about the links to your interviews and how talking to people caused you to make changes along the way.
Yes, please, you may respond to questions.
Yeah, probably Prakriti or Nancy, you could answer that.
At the first of our interview, we search for people who need this solution. For example, students, and then they tell us about the problem usually comes to them, like unstable connections, and then electricity and the other problems. And then after we discuss, we have been guided by our coach to gather questions, and then we try to find the solutions together. And after we discuss and doing the interviews, we make a summary of the result, and then we collect so many more data, and then we can conclude that interview have give us depth information about their thoughts, experience, and feelings. So we comes lots of ideas at first, but we started to focusing on education field because from research from 2012, education is one of the 10 top problems in the world, and it was on the third place. So I think it is necessary for us to ensure the equitable and quality educations for learners from all over the world. So we choose to create these idea apps that it can be used in for everyone in every places. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, is there any questions from the judges? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have one.
Yes, please, Fiona.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, team, for the presentation. It was very good presentation, very well done. And also thank you for the visualization of the application. I can see it already. And I can already imagine that people are gonna fall in love with this application, especially students who are very stressful with the studies, with the online teaching, etc. And also agree with the other judges that you include self-actualization section and also consultation in that application. So I can imagine the application will can of course be used in the near future. And what I cannot imagine is when people really fall in love with the application. Have you ever watched the movie Her? Right? Right? Yeah. When we're watching the movie Her, the man is fall in love deeply with an application, so that his life is limited only in using the application, and it limits his ability to connect with the other people, um, not online but in the offline term. It limits his ability to connect. Do you have any idea how to upgrade or how to optimize the potential of the application so that it can be not the main source of information, the main source of comfort for the people, but can be a complementary for the people's life, not the main thing, not the main solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Fiona, for the question. So the main goal for idea apps is to have the work-life balance, to have the work with your course, to work with your entertainment life, and then also with yourself, like the self-actualization and mindfulness. So the different thing with this app, with other app, for example, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc., those applications tend to make the users to be as attached as possible, to be glued to your phone as long as like 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, because they keep on updating with the colors, like the shape of the logo, etc. Like it psychologically makes us glued to our phone. Other than that, this application is not focusing on that. We've emphasized on the person, on the users, to have a work-life balance. So if that person used the application long enough, for example, there will be a notification. Oh, your deep work is done today. You have done a great job. Now it's your time to, for example, to take a walk for 30 minutes. It's your time to have to do yoga for 2 hours, for 1 hour. It's your time to enjoy watching your favorite drama on Netflix, etc. So you are not attached in idea apps. You will have a work-life balance like you should have, because the problem is people tend to attach to their laptop so long time, and there is no one who notify them that enough, you have spent so much time here. So I think that's a difference, that there's a big difference between our apps and other apps out there. I hope that answers your question, Mbak Fiona.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. It's a very good answer, and I really hope that you can realize this application in the future.
Very interesting.
Thank you so much, Mbak Fiona.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Thank you.
Indri, please.
Okay, thank you. It's a very clear presentation and funny too. Thank you to Made Me Love in this Friday. I think again, so I would like to emphasize, thank you. Very clear presentation. I know what you are going to do and how you're going to do this. I only have a very maybe question, and I'm really curious that I think every application has a weakness, right? Or what we call like probably a risk or an anticipated or unintended risk. So I'm wondering what is the weakness of this app? Like if in your group you discuss about it, what is the possible, what might be the weakness of this application? Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Mbak Indri. Yeah,
okay,
you may
thank you.
respond.
Yeah, thank you, Mbak Indri, for the question. So, in my opinion, probably the others may add later. In my opinion, because idea apps cover so much thing from productivity, refreshment until mindfulness. I think one of the weaknesses we are too generalized. Not we are not a master of none, but jack in all trade. So because we try to cover all of that aspect, probably we cannot go as depth as the other application out there. Probably only focus on mindfulness, like Calm application or other application. So we think that it is our weakness that we because we are too generalized, and it gives a chance for the competitor to probably who get the inspiration from us, and they will like take one aspect only from, for example, like productivity, and they will master it, like they will dig deeper, and probably our user will use that. But yeah, that's come up in my mind. Probably other team members may add your opinion as well. Thank you, Mbak Indri.
Yeah, I may add a bit. Since this is a range of application that comes from across the balance of work and life, and then we may need to collaborate with other parties as well, and with the collaboration itself, with the limitation of meeting and so on, and we haven't thought about that, right? I mean, which partner that we are going to be, because this application is widely ranged, so it is almost possible to not partner, to not collaborate with any communities or any sort of similar application. So yeah, our weakness would be try to get engaged and to connect with the collaborative partners. And also may from here, maybe our weakness also that we haven't find the imaginary investment who can make this application real. So maybe the judges are interested in investing.
Yeah, we are welcome
to realize the idea of our idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you very much. It's a very good answer, and it's definitely answer my question. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Of
Mbak.
course, we all of here cannot wait to this application, right? Okay, so before we begin to the next group, we may give direction for the second group. You can give thumbs up or clap your hands and so on. Cool. Okay, now I call the third group, the startup group. Please, I will give my camera and screen to you. The startup group, please. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna and together with my team we are a startup. In the first part of this group work, we did interviews to friends and family who have companies. We asked about ways to deal with this pandemic and what situation these businesses are in. We conclude that the situation is different, depends on the country in which we are, but the problems caused by the pandemics are similar. We decided to focus on one of the issues, security in the workspace for companies that don't have allocation because of economic problems. May, you can continue.
So, my name is May, and I'm going to explain what is a startup and why did we choose to starting a startup. So, our ideas are to make a co-working space and an application that is correlated with each other. We believe in conducting a safe, friendly, and comfortable environment for people to work. Our main goal is customer satisfaction. And the problem definition is that we see changes for our future working culture. The company will no longer rent a building because it costs them so much money. Instead, they will make their employees be able to work remotely. And the idea of co-working space started as we think it's ideal to keep things safe as well as providing a way cheaper place for companies to rent. So I think Ariel is next.
Okay, hi. So we started by thinking that this is actually done in a scenario where companies can no longer rent a building for themselves, but they still need to meet up and work physically, as in physically meeting instead of working online. So we started thinking, if we had to actually meet physically, what would we appreciate if we could have from the co-working space and the app? And well, we found that when you have to meet physically, you have to take into consideration the safety concerns. So, safety features are a must. Well, in our app, we are going to implement a feature that shows a map showing areas infected with COVID-19 near the space, just so you can be more mindful when you're going there. And then in our app, we also want to implement a feature that shows you just how many people are inside the building, because as we all know, the less people, the better. And then we also have a reporting feature that lets you report if the health and safety regulations aren't up to standard. And we have a reviewing feature that allows you to review how the health and safety regulations are being upheld at the place. Okay, and obviously we are making an app that allows you to book the co-working space. So we definitely have a booking features where customers can make bookings through the app for the co-working space. And we are going to implement a time limit there too, because the less time you spend together, the better. And then there's also the online options where you can, that's very similar to Google Drive. And of course, as customers, we will definitely highly appreciate benefits. So our benefits feature will allow for people to have memberships and systems with point discounts. So if you're a full member, you can make reservations the day before and you will get special treatments as well. And obviously, and this, next please. And this is our very basic ideation and prototype flowchart. As you can see, it has all of our features, the one that I just explained in the slide before. I'm going to reiterate again that we have three main features, which is number one, the health and safety features, number two, the booking features, and number three, the benefits features. Next, please. And for the testing part, well, unfortunately, it does take time to build an app and to contact a co-working space to work together with us. So we haven't gotten there yet. However, we do have plans to do so in the future. Next, please. So that's all from us. Any questions?
Yay, thank you. Please give it applause to the third group, the startup group. Okay, now we will move on to the Q&A session. So, okay, Dr. Erika will be the first to ask to the startup group, please, Dr. Erika.
Yeah, you have several really interesting features here, and one of them that I'm most interested in is the health and safety feature, the idea of approaching a place and having some knowledge about how many people are in there and whether people have been appropriately screening. And, that's really interesting. I've never heard of something like that. And I'm curious if you've seen that somewhere else or if you heard that from an interview or if that came out of your own brainstorming. How did you get to that particular idea?
Well, it came from our own brainstorming. We did do some interviews and we went through our experiences in each countries, and we found that most people would definitely, when people are forced to go out and meet physically, people would definitely take more considerations in this health and safety regulations being implemented. So, and we thought that if we could implement that into our app, that would definitely be greatly appreciated. Okay. Maybe my team wants to add.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's a local grocery store near me, and they have an abacus, and they count the amount of people going in. And so every time I show up, I know for sure before I walk in that there's no more than 10 people in that grocery store. And it's really reassuring to me. And so your idea reminded me of that. Thank you for the answer.
Thank you. Okay, so next questions. Is there any question? Patrice? Yeah, sure, Patrice. And after that, I will give it to Fiona.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed thinking about. At first, I was confused because we were bringing people together in a pandemic when I thought we were keeping people separate in a pandemic. But I really love the way that you tied those together, and that there are people that need to work together. So how can we do that safely? So I appreciated what seemed to be a contradiction was actually a benefit. I'm curious about the co-working space in relationship to startups and how people that are trying to build a startup, are they mostly looking for co-working spaces? Is that kind of the feedback that you got in your interviews? Thank you.
Thank you, Patrice. The startup team, you may respond to the question.
Thank you for the question. Yes, we think that what we found that people actually need to gather together in a co-working space because we can't forever work remotely because I think working remote is efficient and effective, but people need, of course, to socialize with other employees so that we think of creating this startup so that people can easily book our co-working space. Thank you.
Thank you, May, for your response. Okay, so I will give to Fiona, please.
Okay, thank you, team, for the presentation. It's a very unique idea, although the co-working space has been established before in many areas of the countries, but you create a very solutive, I think, solution for the booking arrangement and also for the safety measurement, and that's a very good idea. What I want to ask is what kind of startup or entrepreneurs that you teams, you groups are trying to help here, because there's a different definition in the terms of startups. Some people said that startups is someone who work closely with technologies, and some people say that even entrepreneur who works in the food and beverage industries is also a startup. What kind of entrepreneur that you are trying to help by this application and also the co-working space itself?
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
And our customer is mainly the companies that so that they won't have to rent a building that will cost much higher and expensive. If they can only rent our co-working space, it will be much more cheaper. Like that is our main idea.
Okay, big company. Thank you. Big company or a small company or a micro company, and in what kind of area? Probably food and beverage or technology industry. Anything?
Our main goal is we don't see what kind of company because we serve every company, big or small, and whatever industry they are working on.
Yes, thank you for the answer.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, Mbak Indri, please.
Yeah, thank you, Frames. Thank you. It's also, I think you have a very interesting idea, but I'm not sure whether I get your idea correctly. So I need further clarification. So I'm sorry if I don't get your idea correctly. I just want to clarify your idea. So from my understanding, your group want to build app that provide information including if you want to go out, if you want to work, which places are safe or not, right? So correct me if I'm wrong. So my question is my understanding correct? And the second question, if it's correct, what kind of information will you provide in this app? And then, do you specifically target a particular group in demographies, such as I know you mentioned company. Is it the only target This is the only groups that become your target in this app, or actually you target other groups such as young students or any groups? Yeah, thank you.
Yes, it's for not only for companies, it's for all the workers or students who don't have an access for a space calm or Wi-Fi. So that's maybe one of my partners want to add something.
Thank you. Maybe other members would like to add? No? Okay, Mbak Indri, is it enough? Or
Yeah,
you...
that's enough. That's enough.
Okay, thank you. So please give applause for the third group for their hard working to develop this app. Very nice. Now we will begin to hear the last group, the mental health. So I will give my camera and my screen to the last group, please.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Frames. Afnan, could you please share the screen?
Yeah, sure. Give me a minute.
Okay. Say this. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It is about learning how to dance in the rain. And believe me, that you are all more precious to this world than you'll ever know. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the presentation of Mental Health Team. And today we're going to share with you about mental health, of course. And let's go to the next slide. We won't wait for long. So we're going to see about the outline of this group. Oh, Afnan, I think that you are using the old presentation, but it's fine. So we're gonna introduce our team, introduction of our mental health, and the next thing is we're gonna say about the core problem and the solution and detail to the problem, and of course we're gonna say about the prototype and the result wanted, and of course we're gonna say about summary, and we have a Q&A session all in 15 minutes. So all the screen handed to Eze.
So, hi everyone. First of all, I want to thank everyone who gives us the opportunity to be here. So my name is Ezequiel. I am from Argentina, and I am very happy to introduce our team, Laura, Chef, Albert, Afnan, and our coach Cameron. We are mental health team. So. Can you please go to the next slide? We are mental health team. So go on one more. In the interviews, we see how the people feel more stressed and how the people miss to getting together with another people. Go one more. So before the people, so before we call, meet our friends and be distracted, but now, go one more, but now it's very difficult, and that make to feel stress and anxiety. Go one more. Okay, we like students, so we have to read a lot in computer, and that's not help. So one more, we need to stop stress and help people feel more relaxed and happy.
Okay, thank you, Eze. And next, we're gonna identify our problem. So from our interview, we got that mental health is actually not the same with mental illness. It is different. How to sustain your mental health then from the mental exhaustion? So it is actually because of stress, repetitive things, anxiety, worrying about uncertainty, and a lot of stress during this pandemic era because we can't focus at school, right? So yeah, we talk a lot with our team about self-care, how to keep in touch with other people, how do we face loneliness and about alone, because it is actually different. How seasonal and temporary mental health is different than permanent mental illness. How extroverts and introverts need to find someone to engage. In this pandemic era, the real problem is because we can't talk and socialize with others. And the next slide, we have some tips for you guys to actually do in your real life. So the first thing, if people talk badly about you, it is all about toxic positivity. Like saying that I feel you, but why don't you feel that way? People give stigma or stereotype, and that is not the thing that we want here. If we don't know if we don't know him or her personally, then don't take it personal. That is the tip. And the next thing is give affirmations, because it is the most and the foremost, the important thing here. Because by saying, yes, I feel you, by being, by giving affirmation, and we don't judge others, then the other is not gonna feel lonely anymore. Well, alone and lonely is different, because alone is like when an introvert is alone, then he or she will be fine. But if an introvert or an extrovert even feeling lonely, that is the problem. So what is the core problem? Next slide. So the core problem in this session that we want to tackle is about students feel stressed during this pandemic, and they can't focus on the lesson at their school and university, and they feel too exhausted after class. Well, this is a little bit similar to the technology team, but we're the mental health team, but we have a slightly different. So you will see. Okay, all the screen handed to Afnan.
Yeah, after several intense brainstorm and meeting, we finally came up with a solution. As we may know, physical interaction is not a possibility at a time like this. Though it might not be a possibility, we as a human being are social being, so we do need some kind of social and physical interaction. So let me introduce you to Positivity Robots. This is a real-time robot device that can talk, say hi, give tips using sound to cheer you up. The idea of the device is so we could take care of a plant with each other remotely. For example, we could water the plant together with friends remotely through an app. We call it as a positivity to help people release their stress with cute sound and feature. So the main aim for this robot is to help people coping with their depression and loneliness. This device is connected remotely through an app, which includes several self-help features like meditation and yoga, self-help and self-help podcasts, positive quotes and self-help tips, time management like calendar, reminder, books, sharing season with others, Plancid Marketplace, and some feature like Tinder where we can talk about common interests with other people. To continue the presentation, let my friend Albert to do that.
Okay, thank you, Afnan, for the presentation. And the next is the prototype and detail of the solution. So our team is gonna make an app that help people more happy in their life. In this app, there are tools that can be used in the app, like a motivation word, self-improvement, journal, and relaxation music. And the next slide would be a screen about the app that will be a sign in and log in screen. And the next one is you can find someone in near you using the GPS. And another one you can use call the professional like a psychology, um, something like that. And the other one is the application that can help you improve your self, like a breathing, teleport, and etc. And the other picture is about the same application as the we see in the Play Store, like meet the people around you, meet the professional, tips and trick, and etc. And the next slide, please. So this is about an app that there are a daily motivation in the app and a mindful moment using a music for relaxation or meditation in the morning or after the work. And other than there are application for the moment do you have. And the next one, the result we want to that people after using these apps, it would be have a positive mind and stop judging themselves and eat too much, keep them healthy, more healthy than before, and then accept the compliment with the other people say, and then the stop comparing yourself with other, and the last one is helping the other by donating. Yes.
Yeah, so actually we want people to feel useful, and go to the next slide. We also want people to actually feel love and not, and the most important thing is that to make people feel grateful for who they are. This is the application on that. And next, do we have Laura here?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I have problems with my camera. Okay, for summarizing the things that we have learned with this project, mental health is a serious issue and we should pay a lot of attention to it, especially during these complicated times. Of course, work life and stress that comes with it affect our personal life and therefore our mental health too. People really are in need of socializing and connecting with others these days. And the solution that we propose in the shape of this robot and the app aims to stimulate us to connect with others and actually organize our schedule in order to take time to relax and to feel better. And the cute design that we mentioned is not only good because of the aesthetics, it is scientifically proven that good design or cute design make us feel better and boosts our moods and our self-confidence and our energy. So basically positivity is the main thing that we want to share with our users. So if you want to go to the next slide, we would like to thank you very much for listening.
That's very interesting. Give the fourth group some reactions. Cool. Okay, so we will moving on to the Q&A session. Please, who will be the first judge to ask to the group? Fiona? Okay, sure, Fiona.
Okay,
After
yes.
that, we have Patrick.
Yeah, thank you, Mental Health Group. It's a very interesting presentation and very interesting idea, very interesting product, very interesting prototype. It's a very cute design as well. I have a comment. I want to appreciate the idea of the group because as we know, since the pandemic, people started collecting plants and people started growing plants and greens in their houses. And it is already proven that it can reduce mental health illness. It can enhance your positivity because you feel like you contribute to something, some living being outside yourself and outside your family, and you can grow it. And it feels like you're useful. It's very related to the idea of this group. And I really like the idea of matching the application to the plants, where the application can give you affirmation, can give you positive thoughts, can give you podcasts and etc. And also you can raise a plant together with your friend in the in another country perhaps, or in the another part of the world. You can raise the plant together by clicking only an application and watering the plant. It's a very interesting application, very interesting product. I hope you can make it real. You can realize it sooner because I really want to buy it, of course, to release anxiety. And also about the creativity, it's a very good idea as well. And I want to ask how many people you interview for the solution, or do you get any ideas from somewhere about this solution and you match it with the condition in your countries? Can you tell the story?
Yep. Okay, I may answer this question first. Then if my friends want to add up, then simply go add up. Okay, thank you, Miss Fiona, for the question and all of the appreciation that you have given. So actually, we have so each of us at least interview four different persons. So there are gonna be like 16 to 20 people that we interview, but we are giving you all of the summary here in the presentation. But actually, the first inspiration comes from Google, Google, something like that, and Siri. That is the first inspiration, but we need to make something that is useful, right, for the people and for the mental health. So we think, how do we collaborate each and every idea that we have from our teammates? Because we have a lot of idea, like a lot, not only the app, but also the robot and So we're gonna make it like all in one robot, and of course the application too, because we need to actually fulfill the needs of the people. But the first thing that we think about is about, okay, Google and Siri. It is really good, right? But we need to add something on it. We need to have the environmental sector also put in our robot. So we think that, oh, how about we put some plants on it? It will, yeah, it will be very cute, right? And also it will help the world to actually reduce carbon dioxide. So that's our idea. If my team want to add up, then, and thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sure. Patrice?
Well, speaking as an ecologist, I love the concept of reducing climate impact while increasing mental health. So that's fantastic. And speaking of as a person who started raising plants inside as soon as COVID hit, I think it's a pretty creative solution. I'm really curious to see if you showed your idea to anybody and people gave you feedback like we're giving to you. Were you able to talk to anybody about the design of the robot or run that idea by anyone and get some feedback about it?
Well, sadly, because of our time limitation, we haven't been able to actually giving them up to any other person. But the people in our team, especially Cameron, helped a lot in this project because she actually guided us. What do we wanted to do and how? So my fullest appreciation to Cameron and all of my other teammates, because yeah, without them we are nothing. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, I talked to my friends once since plants are becoming a trend here in Indonesia. So they're kind of excited about this prototype because it would give them a sense of they have a social and physical interaction. So it's kind of substitutes the actual interaction. So yeah, my friends are kind of excited about it.
Hey, we are excited too, and same with Fiona. I will be the first buyer too. Okay, so next we will have Indri, and after that we will have Erika. Please.
Okay, thank you. And yes, I agree with other judges that is very important idea come from these groups, very innovative too, and we really need it. Yeah, especially nowadays in the midst of what we call toxic news, fake news. So this more positive application is very much important. So well done to this group. I have one short question. It's a similar question that I asked to, I think, technology groups. So what is the weakness of, of this app? What is the weakness of having this robot plant? Have you thought about this weakness, and how will you anticipate that this probably unintended consequences or unintended risk from this idea? Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Indri, for the question. So there are two weaknesses in this application and robot. Yeah. So the first one is it's gonna be pricey because it is not easy to actually make a robot with a plant inside. And the second one is because you have a live plant inside. If you don't treat it with so much love, then it will die. That is the two weaknesses of this robot and this application.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Can I add something? Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. How do you? Erika, is okay. Just a follow-up question.
No, please go ahead.
How do you? Because I think it's very important application. How do you answer that most people can afford? Yeah, to can afford to access this app. Because I'm also thinking more disadvantaged groups probably need this app, positive app.
So actually the app is gonna be free. So you don't have to pay for the app. So the only thing that you have to pay for is the robot. See, that's why we subsidize
Okay.
with each other. So you don't have to pay for the app, but
Okay.
actually you have to pay for the robot. So the rich one can buy the robot, and the one which is not that so good enough. Yeah, you can afford. You don't need to afford the app.
Okay. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay, I think Laura would like to add some comments. Yeah, sure.
Okay, sorry. No, I was gonna say one thing that I was thinking about a weakness would be that there's a lot of complexity when you put a lot of things, a lot of functions into an app. But well, as a team, if we would have more time, I think we could choose between just deleting some of those functions that aren't so important to us, or either work with the design of the app, with the really the flow of it and everything, to make it as simpler as we could. So that's one of the weaknesses for me. That's it.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that comment, Laura. And I've been impressed by several of the reflective comments, the evaluative comments that you all have made of your own work along the way. Very nice job with that. One of the things that I noticed in your presentation is that you really radiated the positivity that you were trying to convey with your solution. And I'm curious how you cultivated that in your team. What did you do to create a culture that matched your ideas?
Because in our team there's Eze. Eze is like a happy guy here. So he's always happy, and we spread positivity through each other. See, because the time difference, like I try to wake up until like 3 a.m. to actually add the presentation, and all of the people in my team also do that. And sending my highest appreciation to Cameron and all of my teammates. They work really hard for this project. Anyone to add up?
Please, other team members would like to add some comments. Laura, please.
I think you can all feel. I think you can all feel that Jefferson is also a really happy person. So I would say he too collaborated a lot in the happy environment. And I feel like the times we got together, we were just talking and having fun and really having a conversation. It was not about only working. It felt like a really fluid conversation all along. So I think that's basically it. It was really nice.
Yeah, we're all a happy team, and we got like new family from this program actually. Getting along with new friends. Yeah. So thank you, ISW.
That sounds great. That you had a dynamic and fun and fruitful discussion during 1 week coaching session, right? So yay! Can we give applause to the fourth group? So this is the end of our group presentation. Okay, now we will have about 20 minutes. The judges will give you the feedback and the brief session, and after that the judges will discuss in the breakout room to discuss about your ideas and the scoring before we announce the base idea. So I will give a breakout. Oh, feedbacknya nanti, sorry. Oh, sorry. So, the judges will, the judges will discuss about the scoring related to your ideas. Now, I think Mbak Dian, we will announce about the certificates. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is just a few information. Okay, so this is how to get the certificate. The committee will do evaluation about this course. So please, if you would like to get the certificate, and please do the self-evaluation and give us some feedback. You can click this link. You can answer some questions for our internal assessment, and then after you submit and you finish to answer some question, then we will send you a certificate to your email this week. Maybe we will wait until 10 minutes, yeah? You can, 5 minutes. 15. Okay, 15 minutes. So you can feel the feedback while we waiting the judges to discuss about your ideas, or you may take a break for 15 minutes.
Kamu datang di saat aku putus asa. 80.000 kebaikan, semuanya kamu berikan. Meskipun awalnya aku curiga. Tapi ternyata Zenius tetap gratis. Beneran gratisnya. Belajar jadi bahagia. Dengan 80.000 video, diajari tutor favoritmu. Ditemenin belajar di kala senja, jadi super ngerti. Download sekarang. Halo semua, saya Stefani dari podcast Suara Puan. Podcast ini membacakan puisi, prosa, dan berbagai cerita kehidupan yang tayang eksklusif hanya di Spotify setiap hari Senin, Rabu, dan Jumat. Dengarkan gratis atau download episode kesukaanmu untuk didengarkan kapanpun dan dimanapun.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Do our organizers want to say anything first?
You go.
All right, well, welcome back, everybody. I can tell you, it was quite heated in the judges' room. We did not all agree on who should win the first place, and we ranked everybody with scores, and some of our scores were within 1 point. So I think that's a testament to the great job well done by everybody, and give you all a round of applause for a really spectacular job. It was a complete joy to see all the work you did, to see how far you've come in your thinking, and to have you have come up with some viable ideas in 1 week. And just like we said last week, we have seen now that we're confident you did indeed learn the design thinking process this week. So very nice job. So I think we're ready then to announce our winner.
Okay, Diane will start.
All right, so drum roll. And the winner is mental health. Great job to all of the teams, and congratulations, mental health. We all want to buy the plant with the app.
Thank you all so much for including us in your journey, and we feel so privileged to have seen all of your hard work in the WhatsApp. We know, and in the Google Drive, we know how hard you were working. We commented so many times on how we would wake up in the morning and there'd be 75 messages that you all have been working and working and working. And so we were just really, really impressed by the dedication that you all had, especially during a lot of your exam time. So thank you so much for taking this so seriously and doing such great work.
Okay, so Patrice and Erika, would you like to do the debrief right now?
Sure. So we like to, one of the things that we learned in design thinking when we were out at Stanford is a trick called I like, I wish, I wonder. And so we'd like to use that format with you all now. And I won't call on a person unless it's very, very quiet. But maybe if somebody wants to volunteer something that they liked about the process of the workshop, something that they wish might have been different, and something that they wonder about for maybe next time, we can, I'm hoping there's a next time, maybe we can take that feedback on to the next round. So feel free to unmute yourself. I'm trying to make my screen nice and big so I can see everybody. Feel free to unmute yourself and use the format I like, I wish, I wonder.
Maybe I'll try that. First of all, thank you everyone. I'm here because all of you, and we are all mental health team are here because of you. And let me try that mute things. I what? Oh, I like.
I like.
Yeah, I wish and I wonder. I like the ISW program because I have a lot of new friends here. I wish that the ISW program can actually be here again next year, maybe in real life, maybe in an offline session. And I wonder if the design thinking workshop can be longer because I like it so much. And thank you.
Thank you. Other people have I like, I wish, I wonder?
If it's more comfortable, you're also welcome to type in the chat. I tried to capture some notes there in the chat, and you may do either.
Oh, if I may speak, I would love to express how much I liked working alongside the team and how cool it was to see the projects forming out of thin air. I mean, I heard some incredible stories going along, and I thought that was incredible. I wish that it was longer. Again, it was just so much fun that it was like, dang, I wish I had even more of this. And then I wonder what the next thing is going to look like, because you never know what it's going to look like. So it's just, it's curious. And if it's going to be as great as this or greater.
Thanks. We appreciate that. Other folks?
I wish that events like this were more common, because being able to make groups with people from all over the world really change your perception of the problems and of realities.
I love hearing that. It's one of the reasons that we got involved as well, because we've learned so much from interacting with all of you all.
I like the workshop, and then I also met a lot of new friends, especially from my team. I appreciate all of the hard work to get the presentation done, and then I wish to join another online workshop in the future. I wonder when will JMU do the online workshop again? Thank you.
The thing that I like from this workshop, I do agree with all of the other participants mentioned before, but I want to highlight that the thing that I like through the design thinking workshop, it makes me to reflect back and to get to know myself better. I dig deeper, not I dig deeper to myself, like and my perspective and how do I see, how do I perceive things, and it's quite life changing, eye opening before the workshop and after, like right now. I wish we could meet in person, but yeah. But thanks a lot with the technology. Even though in the pandemic era we still can meet virtually, that's great. And I wonder that every single great idea that we just presented today can be a realistic program in the future. Thank you.
Pauline, thank you so much for that, because that was one of the questions I was also going to ask of you all is, are you going to continue to work together? Are you going to pursue bringing your great ideas to the market? I'm so curious to know if you're going to continue to try and work together.
And kind of I see lots of head nodding, and on the same note, we hope that you can leave with this skill set. And we encourage you to, in the near future, practice this again in your life in some way to keep those skills going. And if you take away those skills from this workshop, we feel it will have been a very good experience for you. So we encourage you to consider how to gain empathy as you go through your other coursework, and as you go through your life, how you can add brainstorming and getting diverse opinions into your lives, and we see the benefit that that can have for you all.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share? In whatever format.
Yeah, I would like to share a little bit. So I really like the way that we are able to solve, we're given the tools needed to solve contemporary issues, especially something so unprecedented and so unexpected, such as COVID-19 pandemic. I really wish that, well, others have said more time be given. I think there should be more time, not only for the for our group to meet up together and to solve the problems, but perhaps for additional lectures or like something more in detail about the design thinking itself, because I feel that it's a bit too brief to just explain it in one single meeting, because there are lots of aspects to it. And I wonder if in the future there will be another similar, yet not exactly the same concept, like another way of solving problems, because I really like this. It feels like that there are many different ways to solve the same problem, and there are many approaches. I don't think that there is exactly one that's the best in all cases. There are many things that can be, many other tools to solve problems can be better in the correct context. That's all from me.
Well, thank you so much for your feedback. And I know our time is growing short. We really appreciate your comments. We appreciate your energy. We appreciate the amount of work you did this week. And it's been a great pleasure to work with you.
Can I say something? Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. So I think so. I like to make to the interviews, because that was not only ask, but so we ask, and we have to listen what they say, what they feel. And I think so all the projects are important, but I think the empathy can change the world. So empathy sorry empathy, so see the another, so the one next to you, see and see what they feel, what they need. So need concentrate in ourselves. I think that is more important than any projects. So thank you.
One thing that I like from this project is I learned a lot of things, that the key is in the teamwork. We can do all of this because of the teamwork. And if I wish maybe in the future we still can work together to another projects. And I wanted to thank for International Student Workshop that can be the place for us to meet. And I wonder, is it when is the next ESY will be held? And I really can't wait. I really want to join another kind of this workshop. Thank you so much for everyone, especially technology team. I was very honored to be work with you all. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, we can turn it back over to the organizers. Thank you all so much for your comments and your thoughts. We really, really appreciate them.
Thank you, Patrice. So everyone, let's have a warm applause for everybody involved. So on behalf of the organizing committee here on Cimbeluit Street in Bandung, West Java, Indonesia, I would like to thank you all for your participation. I hope you realize that the best take home from this activity is the process, the learning process, because I learn a lot. Personally, I learn a lot from this process. And I really enjoy observing how the ideas evolved. Somebody said from thin air. So, and also the last minute update. I guess that's how life is. Sometimes the idea that you have churned so long doesn't work out, and you have to go with the idea that came in the last minute. So again, thank you very much for the process. For the winner, there will be a small token of appreciation coming up in your emails, hopefully next week. So check your emails and make sure in the evaluation form that you put the right email. And also, I think Dian said that there's somebody who hasn't filled the evaluation form yet. So make sure that you have done that for your certificate and also for your reward for the winners. And though I wish and I wonder whether we are going to do it again. We do hope that we are going to do it again, and that will be one of our topics of discussion with JMU after this. And of course, keep us updated. If you have any ideas or if you want to express any needs that you would like us to work with you, let us know and tell your university people if if you think that they should be involved in this kind of activities too. Tell them to contact us, and we can work together with them, because basically this program could happen because we were in the same network. So we would like to expand the network more, the activities more. So we are open for any suggestion. Meanwhile, what is already definite, Unpar also have another activity next year, which is International Student Conference, which is usually longer. So we will keep your email on our database, and we will keep you posted about the event. And also, our social media is always updated. You can always check on our social media, our Instagram particularly. And there is a saying from my area, my hometown, because we are famous for having good food, good restaurant. And the motto is, if you like what we serve you, please tell everybody. But if there is something that you don't like, please tell us so we can improve. So yes, before we go, I would like to thank Prameswari, Dian, my partners in crime. I mean, like, it all started with a small chat with them, and they made it happen. Of course, my team, Mas Andi, Rere, Theo, and Ellie, and the students who made all this beautiful background and everything, Agatha and Danira, thank you very much. And from JMU, Vesna, Dietrich, and Nick, Vesna, who particularly replied my email about asking for the experts for design thinking, and Patrice and Erica, the experts. It has been lovely working with you too. I mean, like, it's easy. It's really easy working with you. And of course, the stars of this workshop, the participants. Love you all. Thank you very much. All the best to you. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, picture. So, Agatha, would you like to lead the picture taking?
Okay, everyone, please open the camera. Wait. Wait. Okay, stand by, please. Okay. One more. Let's take 1, 2, 3. Cheers. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Okay, one more time. 1, 2.
We are not going yet.
1, 2. One more time. Because we won't have it another time, okay? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the best to you guys and see you soon. Stay safe and healthy.
Don't forget to fill the evaluation form ya. Sticker certificate.
Thank you all, Dia.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Sylvia, keren banget acaranya. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.